Let me move my camera. If I need to shift somewhere else, I'll figure it out. But generally down here for trailers and stuff is usually good. If they do anything that's with like QR codes or whatever, and I'm in the way, just yell at me. I'll hear you. Steely, just lurking a bit, no worries. Feel free to lurk. Lurkers are always welcome. Speaking of, thanks lurkers that are already here and lurking. Appreciate you. Okay. They're starting. Oh, maybe not. I thought they were. It's a lot of trailers. I thought they were starting straight away with a trailer. Pirates confirmed. But should have somehow realized.
Please welcome
No.
your hosts, Laura Bailey and Matt Mercer.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Future Game Show Summer Showcase. My name is Laura Bailey, though you probably know me best as Abby Anderson in The Last of Us Part 2, or as one of the cast members from Critical Role.
Indeed. And I'm Matt Mercer, the man behind many video game chaos merchants, such as Like a Dragon's Mad Dog Majima and Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom. But if it's a Thursday night, I also moonlight as Critical Role's Debonair Dungeon Master, where Laura tries to test the very limits of my abilities and sanity.
You love it. But we're here today joining forces for a very different reason.
There are no captions.
Exclusive video game trailers, and lots of them.
Indeed, and like a whole bunch of world premieres, deep dives, and developer presentations, it's frankly an irresponsible amount of video game news that will be beamed directly into your brains for the next 90 minutes, so buckle up.
Don't make it sound so scary. This is gonna be fun. Just keep in mind that if you want to wishlist any of the cool games in today's show, then you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page.
Indeed, and once the show's over, there'll be plenty of follow-up coverage on
Which is pinned up
GamesRadar.com
there.
and the Future Game Show YouTube channel.
Well, I think that's all of the housekeeping.
Yeah, I never played Black
Let's
Flag.
kick things off with our
And that was
very
my thought
first
as well, though.
world
Johan.
premiere.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, Black Flag, perhaps? Frigate Gemini on a rescue mission, Asteroid Belt. Oh, is this 80-20?
Sick. Got it.
Taki, we gonna find out about your Kopang right quick, okay?
Just want to do him justice. Stuck his neck out for us. Least we can do is get him out alive.
We've got big enough guns to make justice, all right?
Oh, Michael. To a man with a hammer, just about everything looks like a nail.
Aim for show. Time to say oh yeah with our hands.
That's appropriate for today, Nasasu.
In 1 minute.
Brace yourselves. We're going for a spin.
You're in public, then that's not appropriate.
Zafar, did you get a signal?
After the large haul down this corridor, they shut down this part of the facility. Long time before our arrival.
Fine. Let's deal with those guys first.
In Yoloda. They never look up.
Wait.
Zafar, you were right. They shut down this.
Hold on, I'm coming! I'll cover you.
Did she just say in your loader? This is the Expanse. This is a game in the Expanse universe.
What the hell happened here?
Fucking love the Expanse.
Hey, buddy.
Dude. Yo, how's it going, Expeche? Yeah. She said in your loader. I'm like, wait, whoa, hang on. That had me right. That switched on right away. I'm in. I want it. Where's my notepad? I don't have a notepad. I got post-its. Bro. The Expanse is one of the best sci-fi TV shows, I think, ever. Osiris Reborn, oh my god. That's massive for me anyway.
What a way to start the show! The Expanse Osiris Reborn is an action RPG crafted in Unreal Engine 5, where you can immerse yourself in the universe of the beloved TV series. Make sure it's on your wish lists.
Sounds pretty awesome. And we're treating you to another world premiere right now and swapping sci-fi for fantasy in the process.
Thank you for the biddies, dude.
Take a look.
Oh my god, I fucking love the Advance. The Advance? The Expanse so much.
I used to swear by my father's oath
I thought that was a full sentence, just I used to swear.
to protect the wards is to protect our people. And if
Yo,
it
Hannah X, thank you
claims
for the
our
biddies, guys.
lives, what's one life lost
Thank you, thank you.
for the sake of the many?
And now, what do you swear by today?
The only one that matters is my brother. And I will kill the people who took him from us.
No, X, that Expanse trailer was the first trailer of the night. So you got here, like, just on time. Oh, wait, sorry, no, yeah, Johan's right, you missed everything. All of it. There's a couple of games that this is reminding me of.
I hear not more clamor of conquerors.
Undead shit.
Pestilence must be purged. Your father was right about one thing. The wards are breaking. And should we fail, it may spell another end.
There's something about it that feels kind of Horizon-ish. I don't know why. Yeah, it's reminding me of a couple of other games that didn't do very well in the last few years.
We're thrilled to reveal Echoes of the End, a narrative-driven fantasy adventure coming later this year.
But the fun doesn't stop there. Here's another world premiere.
It's important to note that this is your very first look at the game, but from what I can tell, there's evil residing in these woods.
Very first look at the game. What's this? Half your suitcase is tiny summer clothes. Yeah, dude, that was a bad idea. Yeah. Yo, hey, weird one. Bird. 90% nice, dude. You said maybe that I'm gonna be the one that saves you. I don't have any winter clothes to help you out, I'm sorry. That's a lie, I have plenty of winter clothes, but I can't send them to France. More burb? Yeah, this is pre-alpha, it's pretty good. I mean, obviously this is gonna be like this is probably the most heavily polished bit of the game they have. It still looks good though. I feel like I'm being watched all the time. Yes, that was a bad joke, I know. You may leave. Okay, it sounded really spooky, but now it sounds all like we're going on an emotional journey. I'm intrigued. Okay, this is a solid start. Whispers in the fog. Okay. I'm intrigued by this. We don't know if it's going to be super...
In the woods. What could possibly...
Atmosphere chilling, yes, and you know
That was your
chilling,
first look
icy
at
dragon
Whispers
breath.
in the fog.
It's a psychological horror game from a supremely talented solo developer.
as well.
Be sure to give it a wish list if you like what you see.
And next up, we've got a trailer for an open-world action RPG based on the beloved anime, The Seven Deadly Sins. Let's check it out.
Oh, there was a little bit about this last night, but I don't think we got a full trailer, really. The voices, they're in the walls. Oh, fog. Fog's pretty creepy. At one of my old houses, I used to live on the hill. I was talking about it yesterday, actually. I used to live on a hill, and it was a nightmare walking up. But it was so high that it was often like, from where I could see, the fog line would be below me, like the dew point. So it wasn't that uncommon for me, like in the middle of the night, to look out and look down the hill, and the fog was just sitting. It looked super creepy, and I loved it. What kind of game is this, though? You know, they said RPG, but like, what's the gameplay like? That's what I'm interested
The
in.
Seven Deadly Sins Origin is coming soon to PC and PS5, but you can pre-register now at 7origin.netmarble.com.
Okay, it's time to learn about what's coming
You
in
just got a
Season
DM.
7 of free-to-play Destructo shooter, The Finals. Let's take a look.
FWB you down, pay you. Is it from someone that you know? It's good to see you, by the way, Dragon Breath. It's been a second. I hope you're good.
Where have you been? Then just stick around.
And not that you need any more reasons, but it's time to move on and talk about hurdling, a shepherd simulator with a whole lot of soul. Let's find out when you can get your hands on it.
That was slightly awkward. Sound blunder. I need to know if we get to paint up our cow sheep in this game. Don't know him. You have one mutual friend on Facebook. Wow. You should send that picture to your mutual friend. A picture of this DM. Just out them. Because, I mean, they're going, hey, friends with benefits, but they're also actually, what they're actually saying is, can I pay you for... That's a bit weird. A little bit. There's a demo out for that, dude. That looks like all vibes. That's a super chill game.
Hurdling launches later this year, but you can try guiding those adorable calicorns right now by downloading the demo.
Oh, they're called
which is
calicorns?
Out now on Steam. What's next, Laura?
Sleep Awake, which is anything but cute. It's a first-person psychedelic thriller that explores the realm between slumber and death. This game is helmed by Corey Davis of Spec Ops, The Line, and Robin Fink of Nine Inch Nails.
Oh, let's take a closer look then.
I might be in.
I cannot sleep.
Riss?
I cannot sleep. I must not.
No, you would know if it was Riz. Because you would be like, oh wow, they have won me over. And not had you laughing your ass off. Oh, it's Bloomhouse. Yo, this is in-game capture. Somnological Institute, it's a sleep thing. I've heard about sleep. They tell me it's really good.
You are not ignoring me now, dear, are you?
A burb? No worries, dude.
This is all perfectly natural.
I am awake!
Resisting the inevitable comes at a cost.
Give me your eyes, dear.
Okay. Okay.
Sleep Awake is coming soon, so drop it on your wish lists.
We've got a developer presentation for Eric Solness.
Oh, you meant to send
Stolen
that to
Dream
me.
up next. It's a cinematic isometric stealth game set in the year
How much, Rita?
1900.
Oh, isn't that the year you were born?
I am a few months younger than you, Laura.
I don't think so. No.
I must find her
He's alive, God.
before he does.
Eric's home.
Eric's Home is a game set
Where has he
in kind
been?
of a fantasy version of the early 1900s, and it has a Scandinavian theme style to it. I would describe it as a stealth puzzle game with a very strong emphasis on story, where you play up to 3 playable characters that you switch between, and they have their own special abilities that you need to use together to kind of solve situations and puzzles in a kind of interlaced way where everyone's involved.
It's in this setting of a Scandinavian nature, which not only resonates with me, but with the rest of the world because it's so unique. It's always nice to see something new that people can relate to.
So I've worked a lot with like lighting and 3D rendering, cinematic lighting, stuff like that. So Anders showed me the rendering of one of the movies. It just floored me. I thought it was so beautiful. Then he said, okay, so Theo, what I want from you is I want you to make this look even better.
We play tested the game a lot, and what people usually say is that it feels like I'm playing a movie, but in a great way. River End Games was based on the
That sounds good to me.
idea that if you have the right mix of people, then perhaps a really small team can
Many
still
liar
make something
impersonators.
that's actually pretty cool.
I have none of
How
those.
is this made by 16 people? Like, why is this quality so high?
A little now and then I sit down in the couch and I just enjoy a fresh build. The story just gets to perform. You're just drawn right in. It's a magical feeling.
I'm really excited for players to just discover this world. Eric's Home is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, and Epic Game Store. And we have an exclusive trailer that we're about to show you that will reveal the release date. I hope you enjoy.
I haven't heard of this until this moment. Should I have? It does look gorgeous. Could bet that couple of games blow up. At first I was thinking maybe it was going to be turn-based, but it's not. Though it doesn't look like it anyway from the, you know, throwing things to attract enemies and stuff like that. Reminds you of Commandos. Yeah, actually, yeah, like the view and the movement looks, yeah. I see it. July 15th. As soon.
Thank you so much to our friends at River End
It
Games.
does,
for
yeah,
that
if everything's
window
in
into the
English, it
world
does
of
feel a
Eric's
little
Home.
less.
It's coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 on
location.
July 15th.
So go wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. All right, now we've got a new trailer for a cel-shaded shooter with gameplay inspired by the Stalker series. Here's the latest trailer for The Explorator.
Inspired by Stalker, that'll get people interested. It will. Ah, so you mean painful? No, it just said, gameplay. It didn't just say entire. I think it means like, you know what I took from that? Looting, survival, shooting. That's a cute little dinosaur. It can't be painful with a cute little dinosaur. See? See? Surely not. Ignore the dark, ominous music. It's starting. You're the kind of stalker. Yeah, the whole thing is you're just looking through bushes. Dude, I like how the animation looks super crisp. It looks like an actual cartoon. See, that game, I'm intrigued by the world. I'm not super intrigued by the gameplay, because I don't often get into that sort of game. But the world looks...
The Explorator is launching into early access today, so go check it out on Steam and support the developers on the road to launch.
Constance is up next.
We're still going to interested
Metroidvania
news,
where you wield
please.
the power of a paintbrush to escape a decaying inner world.
Relevant to my interests.
Everyone is going to very unfairly be reminded of Exhibition 33. Expedition, not Exhibition. Expedition 33. Because there's a paintbrush involved. They're just going to immediately think of the paintbrush. Unless you don't know what that game is, in which case then you're not. But I think a lot of people are gonna. Even though like it's probably a different type of game. Divorce is still available. No engagements in chat. No asking people to marry you in chat. Noita? To me, I see a game like this with that kind of movement, and it's obviously it's clearly it's a Metroidvania, right? So it kind of gives Hollow Knight to me.
Constance is coming to PC on November 24th, but there's a demo available on Steam if you want to go give it a go after the show.
Those of you who have tuned in before will know that during the Every Future Game Show, we create a trio of deep dives into some of the most exciting upcoming games. Our ones to watch, you could say.
First game we're tackling for the summer showcase is Titan Quest II. Now, fans have been waiting since 2006 for a sequel to Iron Lore's cult classic action RPG, and the good news is, it's right around the corner.
So let's dig into the details with the help of Grimlore Games.
What if you ask yourself to marry? You don't have to do that in chat though. Hey, I'm not bigoted. I'm just saying, if you're asking someone to marry you, do them the respect of not doing it in Twitch chat.
Tell us about hope.
Titan Quest II is kind of your Diablo-esque action RPG, but it's set in ancient Greek mythology. You really can immerse yourself in what you associate Greece with. You'll be fighting these mythological monsters, some of which we came up with ourselves, some of which are from Titan Quest I. Greek mythology also has become very much part of pop culture in the last 2 decades. Some other games have had great success with this, and we thought that we have this great IP on our hands, why not use it? In Titan Quest 2, you'll be playing as a rather unknown hero character. You're not
I've
really
never
a
played
hero
any
yet.
Diablo
You're
games.
honestly just training to be a capable fighter. You have a master called Aristodel.
So being
She's
Diablo-esque.
from Sparta and used to be a priestess of Nemesis, as you'll find out later. You will build up your
I don't know if I'd
work
like
over
the
time
gameplay.
as you prove yourself in front of the gods. Gameplay-wise, Titan Quest II is very much a classic ARPG, but we've got our own twists in there with like the mastery system, for example, where you merge 2 masteries into one instead of just being given classes. So you have to find these little entanglements that you can have between the 2 masteries, these synergies, and make the best use of them possible.
Seems interesting. It seems interesting.
From there, you can take your character in multiple directions. The mixed classes is something we support.
It definitely
quite
seems
a
like
lot,
something
actually.
if you're a
But the
Diablo
core
fan.
fantasy stuff, just a tanky warrior.
This
Of
is
course, you're
gonna be
have
promising,
that. You
right?
can take your character in many directions, and choice is at the core of our game. Your abilities will be modifiable, so each of them has like these several modifier choices that you can equip into your skill. This is our little innovation in this space.
What if Twitch chat is the only contact you have with the person? You want to
We are
marry,
not going to
asking
be
for a
doing
friend.
Any microtransactions in this game.
That message is
because
very
we
much, it's
don't
giving
believe in that form
parasocial.
of monetization in general. We will be doing traditional DLCs, however. So after the 1.0 launch, we'll be putting
Hey, I'm
out,
just saying my chat. This is
more
my
DLC
rules. I don't know who
packs, Which
else.
will include additional chapters.
I don't know
so
what
more
else,
content in
what other
general,
people
bosses,
would say,
features,
what other
areas,
streamers want.
And
Okay.
masteries, of course.
I'm saying my
So
chat.
Titan Quest 2 will be coming to Steam Early Access very soon. You can wishlist it now already. And we're looking for a summer timeline for this.
This isn't
and
a
then
Twitch
later,
rule.
The other platforms.
This must have been a really popular game. Because I've heard of it.
Titan Quest 2 is coming soon, and you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. Wait, Legendary?
Is that Alan
That's Yuri
Tudyk?
Lowenthal?
No, it's not. It's,
Spider-Man
it's Yuri Lowenthal. Never mind.
What are you doing here?
Hey guys.
Hey man.
I was just, wandering the sound stages, taking in the sights and smells, and then I heard you guys making noise about video games out here, and I thought I'd join in.
Okay, well, I mean, since you're already here, why don't you take the next trailer? Well, right?
I mean, if that's okay with you guys, I don't
No,
wanna...
no, it's great. Work your magic. We'll just be over here.
All right. Well, get ready, folks, because it's time for another world premiere. This one's a follow-up to a beloved puzzle adventure that launched back in 2020.
Okay, I thought the next game was going to have something to do with Yuri Lowenthal.
I have seen things.
But I guess not.
That should be forgotten.
Great acting.
I've tried
Oh, they're
to
intentionally
escape
being,
my past.
like, badly cheesy. What's wrong with
I've had
parasocial
enough
computers full of friends?
of death
You can have real
and
friends through your
madness.
computer.
But the world is changing. Some now search for answers in the far reaches of the world.
Dude, Blueprints has
shocking
opened the
secrets
doors. So many puzzle
and
games are going to come
dizzying
out with really good
marvels.
budgets.
For there lies, upon this world of man, a mocking and incredible shadow out of time.
Okay, this image was very unexpected
Call of the
based on
Elder
what they
Gods, starring
all the
yours
gameplay.
truly is a Lovecraftian narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles.
is
so get it on your wish
to do
list
with Yuri.
ASAP.
Okay.
So you
That's fair.
weren't just
That makes
wandering
sense.
the lot then?
I mean, I was, but then, it's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye,
I gotta
Yuri.
wander.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man. Bye. See you, bye. Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set, we'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll stay here.
3 biocores. How hard could it be?
Yeah, on this one, Verde, I think they're banking on you being familiar with the people.
Hard.
So I'm really familiar in the sense of but streamer mode hasn't automatically turned on.
Narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles. So get it on your wish lists ASAP.
So you weren't just
That wasn't
wandering
me.
the lot then?
I mean, I was, but then.
This is the.
It's called marketing, Matt.
It's
Yeah, Matt.
How to-
Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye,
I gotta
Yuri.
wander.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man. Bye. See you, bye.
But no, Matt Mercer and Laura
Okay,
Bailey are
so
like
while I go
big
make sure there's no other voice actors
names
hiding on
in
set,
like because of
we'll
Critical Role.
We'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
So I think
stay
that
here.
they're kind of banking on a lot of people being familiar with them already.
How hard could it be?
And so because you're familiar with them as personalities already, it's like your friends doing something. Speaking of parasocial. Okay, provided we don't get another loot. But yeah, but no, it's not about being aware of who they are, it's about like familiarity, is what I mean.
It's like capture the flag.
Unless you're just saying if your actual friends did it, you would also really hate it, then in which case, fair.
Welcome to Veil of the Witch, a turn-based tactical RPG with a roguelite twist. You play as
Yo, so
Ash,
Craig.
a shipwrecked
Hello, mate.
castaway with no memories and a big-ass sword.
Let's see if I remember how to use it.
5 years after a bloody civil war, you wake up trapped on a mysterious island filled with monsters, cultists.
That's very sweet of you to say, Cup, but I am a married man.
Suffice to say, this whole island is madhouse.
Actual friends, yes, that mythical
Witch is built for
tale.
hardcore tactics fans with an emphasis on speed and brutality.
This is a
That
game
means
I want to
small
watch someone
party,
else play.
Tight battle maps and enemies that can drop.
I want to find a
just few
streamer
hits. To stand a chance, you'll have to
playing
master
this.
each ally's unique kit, whether that's frontliner Marco,
Rather than playing
glass
myself.
cannon caster Laurent,
My brain
or
is lazy.
backstabbing cutthroat Emile.
You actually wrote that to Cat. Oh, my
All
bad.
Your abilities work on a cooldown, so you'll have to think smart and learn to juggle. You can also level
That's
up
okay then,
and
you can
unlock
flirt with
new
Cat.
skills right in the middle of battle. Surrounding this rock-solid core is a branching roguelike structure focused on skill in the face of unpredictable challenges. Face off against cool bosses.
Burn! Beacon of the dead!
No, the ladies are allowed to flirt with my wife. That's okay.
Then head back to town, where you can unlock upgrades, chat with allies, craft equipment, and more. And if you're real nasty, take on Trials mode for bigger challenges and better rewards. Fight, die, rise again, stronger, then come back and conquer.
No, everything's about you. I'm sorry.
Veil of the Witch. Early access available now on Steam, and coming soon to
Look,
Xbox, PS5, and Nintendo
It's my
Switch.
prerogative to be self-absorbed in my own stream, okay? Kindred will also allow it. Kindred will allow other people to flirt with my wife as well. How you doing, Kindred man? Good afternoon, by the way, everybody. I know it's early. It's actual legit afternoon for a lot of you. Or good evening and good morning. I haven't said it to you already. You know, I just realized I didn't go back through my post-it from yesterday and get everything wishlisted. Got work. Is that what that was about? Yep. I could tell you'd missed a bit. It's bonsoir here. True. We don't have bonsoirs here.
Dispatch to Unit 1. There is an ongoing fire.
Unit 1 to dispatch.
I'm in. I want this. I want this.
Supply line ready.
Break that door open.
I need to get a streamer crew together. I'm definitely not gonna get anyone killed. Definitely not gonna burn an entire city down.
Cat, you're good?
Oh no.
Found one of the victims.
Please, get me out of here.
Heroes.
Oh.
The world is full of them. Sons and
Oh, no.
daughters of farmers with too much bravery and not enough wisdom, so some say. But what is a hero without a princess to save? Without dragons to slay?
It's a little breaky. What was that fire game?
That's where you come in. As an agent at the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs, you will ensure everything is as it should be for the hero's arrival.
Inside this cave, you'll
Just
find
for me?
a necromancer who, according to our reports,
Nice. I'm gonna have my own personal streamer, guys.
an utter embarrassment to the story.
The book is titled Hellgates Anew, Your First Ritual Sacrifice.
As it turns out, putting the soul of a demon inside of a skeleton is a touch more tricky than you might imagine.
Can anyone hear me? Dispatch to Unit 1. There is an ongoing fire.
Unit 1 to dispatch. Copy.
Oh no.
Supply line ready.
Oh no.
Break that door open.
Let me get that sturdy Halligan first.
A princess to save.
Oh no.
Without dragons
Oh no.
to slay. Nothing. That's where you come in.
Oh, shit.
As an agent at the Bureau of
Oh, shit.
Fantastical and Arcane Affairs,
Someone
you
is
will
having
ensure
an
everything is
absolute
as it should
meltdown
be
somewhere.
for the hero's arrival.
Inside this cave,
Whoever's like directing and pushing buttons.
is a complete
Oh boy.
and utter embarrassment to the story.
We can. Oh my god, wait, hang on, Tolian, maybe that's it.
The book is titled
They're actually going to announce Elder Scrolls 6.
First Ritual Sacrifice.
As it turns out, putting the soul of a demon inside of a skeleton is a touch more tricky
And this is how they're doing
than
it.
you might imagine.
What's happening? Someone somewhere is having a really bad day. That's what's happening.
Announce a strike, effective immediately. It's the inspector, here with their cushy job and their clipboard that decides if we
Oh,
have
no.
to do more work.
A dragon?
Cub has her a head holder on for safety.
But what is a story without a good hero at its helm? With one
New Vegas remake?
swing,
I'd be
you
into that,
lop his head
honestly.
off. It hardly felt good, but incompetent evil is still evil.
No, this does look cute. I just don't know what type of game it is
Happy
yet.
to welcome you, our newest agent to the cause. Wish list the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs today.
Wait, are you just like a...
Oh, that's one for the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical
Oh, wait,
and
I'm
Arcane
just a-
Affairs is coming later this year.
a
And now
bureaucrat?
for something completely different. This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and Y2K aesthetics.
That's me.
OSHA Inspector in a fantasy world, yeah. New Vegas 2, Newer Vegas. Honestly, if they did a remaster of New Vegas or an actual sequel to New Vegas, they would have to call it New Vegas in my brain. Yo, hey Lena. I'm doing good, thank you, dude. How are you? I need to put some eye drops in. My eyes are dry. Oh no. Oh no. It's happening again. Oh no. It's
But what
again.
is a story without a good hero at its helm?
Hey, Blue.
One unsanctimonious swing, you lop his head off. It hardly felt good, but incompetent evil is still evil.
Oh shit. Someone is having a heart attack right now. Someone's having the worst day in the world.
Fantastical and Arcane Affairs today.
That lady just rolled her pant legs. I missed it.
Oh, that's one for the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs is coming later this year.
And now for something completely
Blue,
different.
have you
This
been
one's for the
playing
fans
the,
of shooters, anime, and Y2K.
Gone fishing
That's me.
update? Oh, it's called what? WTF Waifu Tactical Force? Oh no, Blossom? Blossom's name is WTF Blossom. People are gonna think she's really into this game. People who meet her after this game comes out. I saw physics. I saw physics. Reminds me of that plot.
Waifu Tactical Force is a 3v3 anime shooter coming soon. to
Gaslight
PC.
edit? You let it a movie
You
through
can
a
jump
movie
into the
night?
open play
And make
test
it
on
subtly
Steam after the
weird?
show.
Oh, that's funny.
Now we've got a trailer for an action platformer inspired by the ancient art of paper folding. Let's take a look.
Oh, we saw a
at
trailer for
Hirogami.
this yesterday, I think. Got the rare axolotl. Ooh, nice. Don't know how to spell that. It doesn't matter. It's a made-up word. It's a ridiculous spelling. That's cool. I saw that there'd been a big update, and I thought of you immediately. I don't know how long the update was. Trying hard to do stress-free things. I hope you're able... I hope chilling out here helps, Lena. Yeah, exactly. As long... Especially when it's like in a chat. As long as it's understandable. Meh, it's fine. Anyone who really gives a shit about like correcting someone else's spelling, they're probably just an asshole. I say this as a self-confessed asshole, okay? It was very much stereotypical anime gacha looking. I don't know about gameplay, but it looks like the typical gacha, but with, you know, plenty of plot. Plot.
Hirogami is coming to PC and PS5 on September 3rd. Fold it into your wish lists on Steam and the Epic Games Store. And check out the free demo, which is available on Steam.
Okay, time
The
for an
irony of
update on
spelling actually
eFrontier.
wrong as well.
This is CCP Games' Spacebound Survival MMO.
This is gonna get so much attention. Like,
eFrontier is an invitation. for
MMO,
everyone
I
that have
don't.
had
They
the
really
idea
hit and
in
miss
their
for
brain
me.
to make a game. And often the best way to make a game is to start and modify an existing game. We have now created an MMO server-side modding platform, and we offer an invitation to you to come and build with us. You can build tools, you can build worlds, you can do so many things.
That's cool.
And this is a great way to start your game development adventure by sort of playing around in the amazing survival space horror sandbox we have created.
That's cool that they're letting people use those kind of tools.
When we made DIM Online, we very much wanted to make a sandbox experience where most of the things and the infrastructure in the game would actually be built by players.
I bet DMQ is
But
going to be super into
We
this.
did build quite a bit of it ourselves. Seeing what emerged from EVE, especially when it comes to the third-party development ecosystem, we could actually give a lot more agency to players to literally build the world. So as we go through this process of stripping down to a survival game, we are on the other hand building up an amazing modding platform. Basically what eFrontier enables third-party developers is to mod the actual server, creating additional software that both read and writes the world state.
So,
and that, I
each
think,
s-
will
like
enable
one server
something
to the
truly
next
astounding that
could
never
be a
been seen before. But this is
way
very
different
much
type of
inspired
play.
by the third-party ecosystem that is developed around EVE Online. We are basically supercharging that with the smart assemblies and the modding platform we're built into Frontier. And what we have seen so far in our various hackathons and events, and what we've just seen in the sort of builder community overall, absolutely delivers on that vision in spades.
Yep, today's Future Games Fest. We got a few things. Yo, hey Bear.
Founder access for eFrontier is
There
available
has been
now.
some cool
You can
stuff,
head
yeah.
to eFrontier.com to jump in
I've been
and
making
find out more.
notes.
What's up next, Laura?
More notes.
We have a brand new trailer for Formula Legends, an arcade racing game that covers the history of motorsport.
I don't know what you're into. But yeah, I'd say it's definitely worth checking out. If you use the pinned message, it has the Steam store page. So everything that's being talked about here, the vast majority of it is going to have a page over there. Or it's going to be on that page to be able to see. Or you can catch up with the other stuff. But yeah, no, there's been a few. Some spooky stuff. Whispers in the Fog, that looked good. The first one, dude, I don't know if you're into The Expanse, if you're into sci-fi stuff, but there's a brand new Expanse game coming. Did he just say Laura? He did, because one of the hosts is called Laura. I mean, he knows you're watching, he's talking to you. I don't know if I can handle more, if there's any more issues. They've had some technical issues. Lara. I don't know, you immediately make your name French and or Elven by putting an apostrophe in it. Lara. I'm not usually into racing games a ton.
Formula Legends is racing towards release on PC and consoles, but you can
That
play the
was
demo
kinda nice.
now on Steam and also wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. But for now, let's keep it rolling with our Ones to Play section, which is a future game show staple. It's a montage of exciting games that you can play on Steam right after the show.
So,
Okay, here
if
we
you like
go.
what you're looking at, don't hesitate to download a demo and dig in.
These are ones that are going to have demos available right
First
now.
up is Catastrophe. This is an action roguelike where you play as a kitty abducted by aliens and repel enemies with your trusty sidekick, the
La
Star
Aura.
Cruiser. Players
Yes.
can mod Polo's abilities to settle on a unique place.
Oh, was that not intentional?
Route through a series of interstellar
I
environments.
thought that was intentional, Cub. I thought you put the apostrophe in there
Next
on
up, we've got
purpose.
Phase Zero, a survival horror throwback with fixed cameras and immersive pre-rendered environments. A menacing illness has descended on the town of Flint Peak. Can you solve puzzles and tango with monsters?
This is
to
another
make it out
game.
alive?
When it comes to fixed camera stuff, I love it, but I can't play it.
It's a gladiatorial
I want to watch someone
roguelike
play
with a
that.
City builder twist. You'll recruit, train, and command a crew of warriors in strategic turn-based battles, then develop a coastal city in the interim. Carve your name into the annals of history and spill buckets of blood in the process.
Last but not least, we've got How to Escape, Lost Submarine. With one player on PC or console and the other using a mobile companion app, you'll communicate and collaborate to complete puzzles and stop the outbreak of war. No pressure.
That sounds fun.
That was our Ones to Play montage. Be sure to follow up on anything that caught your eye.
But let's keep on sailing with another exclusive trailer for a naval combat simulator set in the late 18th century.
Okay, it's definitely not AC. It's called Ahoy. It's definitely not Assassin's Creed. Which honestly I'm glad about, because if they were going to remaster or remake, I want them to do the originals or the Ezio saga.
A vision etched on parchment, foretelling glory or downfall. It is in our nature to conquer what others fear. Death and dishonor, fame and fortune. The life of a sea captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit. True riches are not in gold and jewels, but in the stories we bring back and the legend we become.
See, I see a game like this and I just want to be a dude that's jumping onto other ships and just with a sword. That's what I want to be doing.
We arrive, but never at our final destination. So we chart our next course.
I like how it's showing all like grand
Fight. We endure.
stuff, but it's
For the voyage.
it was
is
so
life,
gritty being a sailor in these days.
and life is the voyage.
That's in Dolphins. Show me some battles now, please. God damn it.
Join the crew.
No, it's not
today on Kickstarter.
It's from what they said before it. This is like all about naval battles. So this is just sailing a ship and fighting other ships. Is what it seemed like.
Check out the funding drive for Ahoy at ahoy.gg/Kickstarter.
I don't know.
And you can also wishlist the game on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
The Spotlight montage is up next, so say goodbye to our corporeal bodies and hello to our disembodied voices.
What Matt means to say with that gothic vocabulary is that we'll be back on stage once we've talked you through some super cool games.
That's what I meant.
Realistic pirate sim. Your biggest enemy is scurvy.
Flickshot Rogues is a turn-based strategy roguelike where you trade tactical trick shots.
Oh my
with
god,
devastating
it's
damage.
Flickshot, like
Across
it's
the
like
constantly
Subbuteo.
shifting Cartoon Peninsula,
Do you guys remember
players will trigger
Subbuteo?
explosive combos and commit to game-changing upgrades. It's coming to PC later this year, and you can try it for yourself ahead of time by checking out the free demo on Steam.
Now let's take a look at Under Par Golf Architect, an all-in-one simulator where you mold terrain to create world-class courses and then try them out firsthand. As well as placing the green and obstacles between, you'll
I love the
manage
idea of
stats,
games like this.
budgets, and customers on
But I
your way to
know that I
crafting a
wouldn't get
golfer's
into playing
paradise.
it.
It's
But I
coming
wish I
soon to
did because it
PC
sounds
and
so chill.
consoles, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
over the garden wall
Ascend
reference.
Zero is up next. It's a hack and slash roguelike where you play as the last
I don't think I've
surviving
seen Over the
human of
Garden
a
Wall.
devastated world. To help with that
Yo,
unfortunate
hey, RJ.
predicament, you can freeze time to anticipate attacks and topple voxel monsters.
Oh no, it's
Ascend
again.
Zero is coming soon to PC, but in the
Out the funding drive for Ahoy.
Oh, no,
at
it's again.
ahoy.gg/Kickstarter.
No.
And you can also wishlist the game on Steam
Oh, no.
or the Epic Game Store.
The spotlight montage is up
Ugh.
next, so say goodbye to our corporeal bodies.
Hi,
and
yeah,
hello to our disembodied voices.
How you doing, dude?
What Matt means to say with that Gothic vocabulary is that we'll be back on stage once we've
The little
talked
guy stole us an item.
cool games.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I've not seen it.
Flickshot Rogues is a turn-based strategy roguelike where you trade
Oh
tactical
no.
trick shots for
We're stuck in a
devastating
time loop. We've been in a
across the
few
constantly
in this
shifting park
showcase.
engine,
They've
so our
had some
players will trigger
problems.
Explosive combos and commit to game-changing upgrades. It's coming to PC later
had
this
some
year. You can try it for yourself ahead of time by checking out the free demo on Steam.
Now let's take a look at Under Par Golf
It's
Architect, an all-in-one simulator.
Oh
where you
no,
mold
I feel
terrain,
feel
create
so
world-class
bad
courses,
for
and then try
because
them
there's
out
probably like one main
as well as
person
the
that this
green
is
and
falling
obstacles
on.
between. You'll manage staff,
And I feel real
developers,
bad.
and customers on your way to crafting a golf
Live
paradise.
production
It's
sucks
coming
when
soon to
things are going
PC
wrong.
and consoles, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Ascend to Zero is up next. It's a hack and slash roguelike where you play as the last surviving human of a devastated world. To help
I'm
with that
too
unfortunate
smooth-brained for this
predicament,
game. I wouldn't be
you
able to
freeze
follow
time
my
to
own
anticipate
character.
attacks and topple voxel monsters.
It's too fast.
Ascend to Zero is coming soon to PC, but in the
I'm
meantime,
smooth-brained.
you can check out the free demo on Steam and drop it onto your wish lists.
Or how about Animal Kind? This is a cozy cooperative town building game where you play
It's
as a
co-op.
crew of adorable critters.
You get to run around as little.
Mech suits. Players will
Cute
use
shit.
their industrial-grade opposable
I want
thumbs
it.
to scavenge the landscape for materials and establish a community of cute creatures. Animal Kind is coming soon to PC. But if you head to the Steam page, you can sign up for the alpha playtest, which is arriving in July.
Next up is
I
Don't
want
Wake
that.
the Beast, but the developers have sent over an intricate overview, so I'll sit this one out.
Hi, my name is Timek. I'm the game designer and producer behind Don't Wake the Beast. Don't Wake the Beast is a stealth roguelike in which your goal is to steal as many treasures as possible and run away from the beast. The tricky part is that each treasure has its weight, and the more
It's
you pick
Bilbo
up, the
Simulator.
more noise you generate. But when you fail,
It even
there's
has a
always
green
another run. My
cloak.
game will feature 4 biomes, all with unique mechanics and beasts.
There's no better
It's scheduled
motivator for
to
getting out of
release in
bed than the mobile app.
2026.
It sucks so
We're
bad
rounding
it's making you
things
get
out
up.
with Worship, a cultist simulator where you try your best to bring about the end of the world. Inspired by Pikmin, this cute and creepy
Don't worry about it,
multiplayer
guys.
roguelike has to
I'm
do
not a
with
cult leader, so I'm not
performing
gonna
blood rites and
look at
recruiting
this game.
followers to please the old
This
ones.
is so bright.
It's coming soon to PC, and you can wishlist it on Steam.
Genuinely, I'd be into that game if it wasn't just
That was
so
our
bright.
Spotlight montage. We hope you enjoyed the Summer Showcase selection. Laura?
Oh, it's time for an update on Scum, the survival shooter with poop mechanics.
What?
Not as in like they're bad, no. Just like you have to manage your bowel movements to survive.
Oh, I might actually learn something. I love video games.
Peggy 18.
I might actually learn something. Yo, hey Sigmund. Dude, thank you for the biddies. I'd rather buy WinRAR. They're doing a trailer with all bad, killed by indestructible robots. Sag. Nobody wants to micromanage their poop. Truly a game for masochists. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow. Wow. Yep.
If those inspired weird reviews have grabbed your attention, then we're here to help.
Yep, you can head to the link on screen right now for a chance to win one of 100 keys for Scum 1.0.
And if you're not one of the lucky winners, then you'll just have to jump in with the rest of us when it launches on June 17th.
Now, our next game is a squad-based survival shooter where you dodge deadly dinosaurs. Here's the latest trailer for Deathground.
Deadly dinos are on the loose in Deathground. Whether you dare to enter solo
Hello,
or
Uncle.
a squad of up to 4 players,
Good evening.
do everything you can to survive in these dinosaur-infested
How are you?
abandoned facilities. Could you survive?
I just realized
We're Jaw Drop Games, the indie dev team
what
behind
that
Deathground.
emo combination was, X.
Raptors, specifically Utah raptors.
That's someone
So,
eating
unlike
poop, isn't it?
velociraptors, which are much smaller, they measure around 7 feet tall. I'm about 5'3", so that's a pretty menacing height comparison for me.
We've spent most of our development time taming them, and it's been a huge challenge because how do you get something that size
It was on the screen for so short.
behave all
I was
in
looking at my other monitor and missed
Exactly.
it.
Of course, there'll be other dinosaurs for you to deal with. The #1 culprit for causing chaos is the Compsognathus, aka the Compy.
What might look like a decent hiding space for you as players might actually be a refuge for these little creatures.
Yeah, those
putting
things
the
are
terror in territory.
As for other
chompy.
species, you may spot the Allosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and Triceratops roaming around in the background.
I like dinosaurs.
You're being chased by a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
There are multiple maps and missions that will be playable at launch.
Is it co-op?
Mission Command, the single-player tutorial and introduction level.
Geothermal, where you'll
I
need to
guess there
repair
is.
everything so you can restart the power plant.
Yeah, it is co-op.
Agricultural, which has become a little bit overgrown and it is in need of some weeding.
And biomedical, which is my personal favourite, where you'll have to sneak in and steal raptor eggs. You know, for science.
Each mission is
Nah, for
replayable
omelets.
and is an important piece of the puzzle. Each detail or collectible that you come across will help you unlock the lore and discover the truth about the disastrous events of the past.
Deathground is launching on Steam Early Access this year. Keep a lookout for our roadmap.
That could be fun.
Deathground
Co-op.
is launching into Steam Early Access
running
later
from
this year.
dinos and shit.
Keep an eye out for roar news on that front.
I am refusing to acknowledge that pun, so let's move on with our second Ones to Watch deep dive, shall we? Here's Rogue Factor to tell us more about the studio's new weird action-adventure
Hell
game,
Is Us?
Hell Is Us.
Yeah, there's a demo out for this. I think. Might have to check it.
Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Jacques Belated, and I am the Executive Creative Director and Executive Art Director on Hell Is Us here at
That
Rogue
is
Factor.
the most
So the game that
French
we've been
surname I've
developing
ever
for
seen.
Pretty much almost 5 years now is a game called Hell Is Us. So the game is
Jacques
definitely like an
Belated.
action-adventure game.
It is set in the world of Adia. It's a rogue state where there's a lot of really weird things happening. You play Remy. He was born there. Yeah, he was raised in a foster system in Canada, and he's going back basically to find answers.
This thing that games do now, contemporary games, where the adventuring is just, if you think about it, the exploration and the discovery, they're only there by theme. You had just been following marker after marker, and until the last marker is over,
Dude, that's a great
actual thing
lock.
you needed to find. Almost all the variables connected to the exploration and connected to your discovery are
Thank
given
you
to you
for
in a
this,
silver platter.
noble
So
whoever
look at it
you
kind
are.
of like the inverse of the
Long
game,
be
because we got
your
rid of all
life.
these things.
Holy
I
shit.
remember chatting with John about the old
Dude, thank you for the
Zelda
thank you for
games, how
5
it is
gifted. Holy
going
shit.
forward, and,
X,
like,
dude.
you had just enough to know where
Just
to go.
triggered
but
a solo
not too
hype
much.
train.
It's basically how life works if you think about it, right? We basically orient ourselves by sight and hearing and what people tell us, right?
One man hype. That's what X, you are the one man hype train. Dude, thank you for those gifted. Chum, Supra, Tolian. I know Tolian's been around tonight.
You talk to
Draven,
NPCs
Sassy
and
Red
they're
Stings,
literally gonna
guys.
tell you a clue,
Enjoy your
right? So
subs if
Rebecca,
any of you guys are
Jova,
lurking.
when she kind of hints you,
Dude, thank you for
where
5
the
gifted.
Owen
That's
convoy,
super
the direction
generous.
that it took.
Thank
She
you, man.
says, I don't know where they went.
Guys, if
exactly,
you've got a
but I know they
resub
took
to
the
share,
road that goes
don't
behind the weird
be
monuments,
spending
and she
money,
says
but
you can see them from here. And
if
as
you
we're
have a
talking to her,
resub to
behind
share,
her
you'll get in
right
on the
bar,
hype
you see
train.
some peculiar monument-looking thing. You're like, is that what she's talking about? Like, is that if I go and then you go there and you see the road that turns, and maybe the convoy did come here. I think that's kind of very unique, and it works really.
Thank
really
you,
well.
Kindred.
Like
Enjoy
any
your
game,
no
especially
more
if you have
ads.
Almost 40 hours. Sometimes it works.
Your ads have
better
now
than
been
others.
stolen.
No game is absolutely perfect, but it's very much it's the joy of exploration, the joy of discovery. Yeah.
Kindred is probably not going to see that for like 10-20 minutes.
Of course, we can't talk about Hell Is Us without talking about our monsters, and the enemies, the limbic entities, are physical manifestations.
They'll come in and be like, "Oh my, what's happened?"
Of human negative emotions. What does an emotion look like? Who knows? So we had many iterations.
Dude,
We
thank
ended
you
up
for
with
gifting
kind of
that.
like
That's sub to
fractally
Kindred. That's very kind, mate.
Thingies, you know. So we have grief, ecstasy, terror, and rage. So the Hollow Walker represents a bit. It's just a husk. That's why we call it the Hollow Walker. And it's a bit like a facsimile of a human being who's felt is very
These
strong
are very
negative
cool
emotions.
enemies.
And then they look like that because we tried a lot of things and they ended up looking like this. You know?
The combat is way
So you'll be able to play
more
Hell Is Us on September 4th,
kind of ARPG-ish
2025 on Xbox
than I
Series,
expected,
X
in a
and
good
S,
way.
PlayStation 5, and obviously PC.
Wishlist it now because Hell Is
already
Us is
wishlisted.
coming to PC and consoles on September 4th.
All right, I think we're due another
Already
world
is.
premiere, don't you? This one's an action-adventure set in a drop-dead gorgeous cartoon world.
And it stars some very familiar faces.
Wait, is it us?
Maybe. Let's throw to someone who knows while I take this totally real phone call. Hello? Hi.
Hey Laura, hey Matt. I'm super excited to be back on
Yo,
the
it's
Future
Carlac.
Game Show where I belong, and you are doing a fantastic job. Like I said to the producers when I was hosting, if you
Did
slow
everybody
me
else?
down, this is live, isn't it? So yeah.
Everyone else
Retail
immediately just noticed the
reached out,
booze,
and
'cause I
am
did.
Officially in their game. Actually, seeing you just reminded me they're looking for a killer writer who can also perform. Let me call Jasmine. Look, it's fine. You're doing great for time. Hey, Jazz.
Jasmine Bular.
Hi, Sam.
It is.
I've got a really cool gig. Want to join me in a game? If we're both in, I'm pretty sure Matt and Laura will be on board too.
Yeah, sure. I'll be in a game with you, but only if you're coming to the D&D group next week because our party could really use a barbarian.
All right. I guess we're all doing this. That was easy. So let's check out exactly what we're getting ourselves into.
Hype indeed. Expert is the one-man hype train. Twitch have added, they've made it, because they used to, hype trains could only be triggered by like 3 people had to do something, and they've changed it so that like they can just be triggered by single people now, I think. I don't know if they're trialing something or if that's just how they're doing it now, but now they can be. But yeah, if you've got a sub to share, then do it, because you'll get tier 1 emotes. I really want the respectfully no from the level 2 hype train ones. Respectfully no is like one of my favorite hype train emotes. Thank you for the subs. The subs? No, thank you for the biddies. I've said thanks for the subs already. Wait, there's all 4 of those in it, but I didn't see any. I guess there is Tolkien
That's
in it.
right. We're joining Samantha Bayard, yes, Carlac herself, and
I
the
got the
awesome
tea
Jasmine
spilling.
Bular
I got
in
the spilled
Fading
tea.
Echo, coming to PCs and consoles next year.
And you can wishlist it today on Steam or the Epic Game Store. Go, 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 go!
We got another block of back-to-back trailers up next. Let's dig in.
We have been blessed to live in times of peace, but our city is not without
Enjoy the
its
no
enemies.
ads, Tolian.
The demons above, and the beasts below.
All right, I'm pumped. Let's do this.
You're going to be bishops too?
Through Shale, all things are possible.
It's time the 3 of you learn the true purpose of the bishops. Listen up.
We recruit from the finest soldiers in the church, and still, 1 out of every 3 bishops doesn't make it past the first year.
get easier after that? We gave you those robes for a reason. Damn, I love the church.
What was that called? I couldn't make out the name because the logo was weird. Try to think of which game it was. There was a game that was very similar to this, like, you know, forward-moving shooter. I guess it'd be a shoot 'em up technically. Maybe? That I used to play all the time. Like an actual, like a legit arcade machine. I can't remember which one it was. Truxton, it definitely wasn't that. Oh, I was seeing that being like, oh, okay, standard rebellious youth and his sidekick robot, but it's actually he wears the robot. For some reason, that animation when he lifted it up then, it seemed like, it really reminded me of, oh, it's this one! Oh, where you turn like, yeah. Yeah, okay, I've seen the trailer, a trailer for this. I thought it seemed familiar. It was the shark sword that evil. Mobile Twitch was annoying, so you got up so you could type for real. You are, I think, now the second person who said that to just today. Just today. Kindred, while you were in the process of getting up, you got a gift sub. No more ads for you, sir. Your ads have been stolen from you. This looks familiar. Joe and Mac. That looks familiar, but I don't remember Joe and Mac. What was this on? No longer, yeah. You were naked, and that caused discomfort to X, so no more naked. Wait, uncensored? What's uncensored? What needs censoring? Oh, this is coming to Kickstarter. June 10th. I'm in the way. It's coming June 10th. Also, yeah, enjoy your emotes.
And you can wishlist all of those games by heading to
the Future Game Show Steam page.
The Future Game Show's Steam page.
With that out of the way, it's time for a spine-tingling closer look at the next game from the minds behind Until Dawn.
Directive
See, this is what I thought the first trailer
mission
was.
To save humanity and the shape-shifting alien who gets in the way. Let's throw it over to Supermassive Games to find out more.
I thought it was 80-20. But it wasn't. It was in the Expanse.
Lower the gun.
Not until you move from the scanner. Those things can change shape.
I'm excited about this one.
Don't you ever point that thing at me again.
Supermassive. I love their
We need urgent assistance.
stuff.
Please. Help us.
Oh, this is actually under the banner of Dark
What
Pictures
if
as
that
well.
went differently? Hey, I'm Will Doyle, creative director on Directive 8020, and I'm here to share with you a new feature that we've added for the first time in a Dark Pictures game. Turning Points is a new narrative system which allows you to go back and change the outcome of your choices. As with all our games, Directive 8020 has a branching story with multiple endings.
Yeah,
You'll
love
be
that
able
shit.
to track the choices and paths that you've taken in the game, and see alternate paths that link to each of the major decisions that you've made. With Turning Points, you can rewind to a pivotal point or decision, collect missing collectibles, or see how different choices would have played out.
See, they're
By the
doing
same token,
what
you have
other
options
similar
with
games have done. They've
you want to
learned.
live by your decisions.
That's good.
There's also a survivor mode setting that prevents you from rewinding, but still lets you view the decision tree. Turning Points will be available both digitally and physically for all copies of the game from when you start your very first mission.
Fears to Fathom. Oh my god, yeah. Fears to Fathom is very different. Yeah, that would have been a massive
Directive 8020
upgrade.
introduces the ability to rewind and change your choices to see the consequences in each branching path.
It's coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in 2025. And if it's not on your wish list already, go fix that.
Our next game is just as scary, but for entirely different reasons. Cairn is a death-defying climbing simulator
This is also on
with
my
a
wish list.
meticulous control scheme. Here's the game bakers to tell you more.
Cairn is what we call a survival climber. Your goal is to climb a mountain and reach a summit no one has ever conquered. You can climb almost anywhere, and the climbing mechanics are highly realistic. You'll need to carefully manage your balance and stamina. Make a mistake, and you'll fall and get hurt. For the first time, we are also showing what it's like to climb at high altitudes. When you get up there, you'll face ice walls that require you to use ice axes and spikes. But don't think you can just jam your tools into the ice. Ice climbing is precise. You'll need to aim for cracks and edges to get a solid grip. Cairn's realistic climbing system also supports mixed climbing. That means you can have one hand on the rock and the other using an ice tool.
If I play this game,
Read the rock face and
I know there's
choose
so
the
many
most
people who it'll be like the worst nightmare for.
Cairn is coming up on PlayStation 5 and Steam later this year. You can already give it a try in the demo available on PC and PS5.
Ice holes, yes. Gotta be very
Cairn is
precise when
coming to
you aim for the
PlayStation
ice
and
holes.
PC later this year. And you can also check out a free demo on both platforms after the show. What's next, Matt?
We're mixing things up with a double bill of trailers. Here are two great games from our friends at Quali.
That Cairn, they were part of the Save and Sound Music Festival, like gaming music festival, and that's a bad dog. And they've done so much work on the sound in that game. Like the whole experience just looks like it's gonna be super immersive. Is she wearing her underwear on the outside? I was expecting that emote way sooner. Way sooner. Yeah, I really enjoy like that classic survival horror, fixed camera, like fixed perspective thing. I'm not good at playing them. I find it really difficult to play and awkward, but I love watching people play them. Why are we killing the ant people? Curculio. Cuculio's a barrel of fun, apparently. But if you have to tell someone that you're a barrel of fun, I feel like that usually means you're not, right? Operating from bed so you're slower. Understandable. Okay, what is this? That's not the same game. I think it did. I think it happened
Hella
again.
is coming soon to PC, PlayStation, and
Xbox. Did it just happen
so give it
again?
a wish list on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Moving swiftly on, it's time for a look at Ludo. This is a psychological thriller where the protagonist is trapped inside their own home, and we're about to
I wanna
find
play
out
Hella.
when you can play it.
Peggy
That
18.
felt like it skipped, right?
How can you distinguish between what is real and what isn't? Do you trust what you see?
How does the cheese taste?
What you hear? What happens when everything starts to feel wrong? To seem fake?
Could someone answer the phone?
Like a trick?
There's a story about hope. I don't believe that one. I'll play the game if someone answers the phone, please. Please. Oh, thank God.
How much longer are you going to pretend to ignore it? Don't do it.
Not soon. It's my bank. I'm just gonna have to let it ring. Okay, fair. Fair.
Ludo is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox. In the meantime, you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
It's world premiere time again, and this next reveal arrives with an introduction from a very special someone.
Hello everyone.
Oh.
I'm excited to be a part of Future Game Show 2025. There are so many amazing games coming out, and I'm very happy that I have a bit more time to play them these days. As many of you know, I have been a huge fan of the work of N-Dreams. Synapse is my favorite VR game of all time, and I'm honored to present this new groundbreaking title from the team. If you are at Summer Game Fest, I shall see you on the show floor at the N-Dreams booth. So, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Reach.
Oh no, it's again. Oh, it's YouTube.
Ludo
It's
is
actually a
coming to
YouTube
PC,
issue.
PS5, and
Oh,
Xbox.
shit.
In the meantime, you can wishlist it on Steam or the
I left my
Epic
tea
Game
out of
Store.
reach.
It's world premiere time again, and this next reveal arrives with an introduction from a very special someone.
You have alternate
Hello
feeds.
everyone. I'm excited to be a part of Future Game Show 2025.
Okay, let me start
There
getting
are
up
so
other
many amazing
feeds.
games coming out, and I'm very happy that I have a bit more time to play them these days. As many of you know, I have been a huge fan of the work of N-Dreams. Synapse is my favorite VR game of all time.
Yeah, I have not
I'm
tried VR.
honored to present this new groundbreaking title from the team.
Damn crafty Twitch.
If you
35%
are
off
at
gift subs and then
Summer
it's
Game
in,
Fest,
yes, bundles when you
I
click
shall
it.
see you on the show floor
Yeah.
at the N-Dreams booth.
Yep.
So, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Reach.
They're saying... I'm watching on the FGS YouTube, though. Yeah, I'm on the FGS YouTube. They say they have alternates. Let me do this. This isn't an alternate. Did I walk? Okie doke. Okie dokie. Yeah, I haven't tried VR. I haven't had opportunity, and I feel like I might suffer from either getting headaches from using it. Oh no, that's Duck Detective they are having more.
To the annoyance of the Duck Detective,
Oh,
he
no.
is joined by a new partner in solving crime, Freddy the Crocodile. Work together to unravel a truth.
If it is a
and
YouTube
nibble on
thing,
the crumbs of
then let me get their
Right now,
Switch
we're working
up.
on a simplified Chinese language update that is coming out later this year.
We're very excited for you to play. The game is out on Steam, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One and Series XS, and PlayStation 5. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Are those bread slices?
Duck Detective.
They're on an entirely different game on Twitch.
Duck Detective, the Ghost of Glamping, has already waddled its way onto PC and consoles, so go check it out if you haven't already.
Okay, we've had plenty of exciting premises so far.
A cat
How
takes
about
a dog for a
rhythm
walk,
roguelike
indeed.
From the maestros behind Patapon. And get on your dancing shoes, folks, because Ratatan is up next.
Okay, that's what they're showing on Twitch right now. So let's switch to the Twitch feed because oh boy, oh boy. There we go. Seamless. Let's switch to the Twitch feed. It's not gonna be quite as good quality. I could watch that in 4K, but I think you guys shouldn't be able to tell the difference. Hopefully.
Ratatan is coming to Steam Early Access on July 25th, but there's a free demo available on Steam if you want to give it a try.
And we're following that bombshell with a new trailer for Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile, an interactive 70s twist on the beloved detective mystery.
It's Poirot, don't you know?
Oh.
Yo, this isn't 1080. It is not.
It can't be.
It's not looking good in 1080 to me. Anyway, at least we shouldn't. According to the little pop-up, genuinely, you know, the main reason I
Monsieur
have switched to
Poirot,
Twitch.
I guess you know why I asked you to come.
The text at the bottom was irritating me.
What do you suggest I do?
Text was annoying.
And can you confirm that all the passengers are present for the meal?
Yes, we keep the list. Everyone is here.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to disrupt what promised to be a beautiful day, but I have some terrible news.
Someone dead? Okay, I think I might be into this, you know.
If we want to find the culprit, I have a small idea of the situation.
I'm May Leach. My, you got here quickly.
I love mine.
I've just finished my latest case.
Death on the Vice City.
Okay, let's see what I can find.
But someone is lying to me.
Don't need to be in fashion. It is. Turn-ups.
A dangerous one.
Yeah, no, they're...
Thank you, Mr. Poirot. I'm now going to search
Turn-ups
each
are
of you.
kind of in fashion. I haven't read any Agatha Christie.
Then there's still time to stop them before they strike again.
Agatha Christie is Murder on the Orient Express, though, right?
Every question must have its answer.
Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile is coming to PC and consoles in September of 2025, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Okay, I don't want to build up this next trailer too much, but let's just say you're gonna flip.
Oh, the puns.
House flipper type deal? But you guys know I love my mysteries and shit. Actual detective game? I might really like it. I think you guys might enjoy watching me play that as well. I get my corkboard out. Oh shit! Dude, House Flipper 2 is getting an actual official Scooby-Doo. That's pretty dope.
Zoinks, Laura! House Flipper 2 Scooby-Doo is meddling its way onto PC and consoles this Scootober.
Now
Yeah,
we're
Mrs.
starting
Fulton
to
is
close in
still
on the end of the
10
show,
a.m.
but not before we show you our final ones to watch deep dive.
Our team behind the scenes visited the Hangar 13 office for an exclusive insight into Mafia: The Old Country. Here's all the gory details.
Dude, the bitrate on Twitch is absolutely killing the quality. Bummer.
Mafia: The Old Country is both a prequel to
Yo, you got
the
them
original
Chun Bun
Mafia
emotes,
trilogy.
Nasasu?
It also sets things up for what might be to come in the future, going back to 1900
You know Chun?
Sicily, so the birth of not just the Mafia game, but also the actual Mafia
Seen all the
itself, back
miniseries
to
on
where
ITV,
organised
nice.
crime first really came from.
In Mafia: The Old Country, you play as a character called Enzo Favara, who's an upcoming gangster trying to make his way in.
Laura Bailey and Matt
As a
Mercer have
child,
presented
he
the whole
worked in
thing.
Sulphur mines, sold there by his
David
parents,
Suchet, my
a
mother-in-law really
horrible
liked David
thing
Suchet.
for a kid, which unfortunately
That's
happened back in
Prada.
those days. So he doesn't know family, he doesn't really know love. He escapes, he falls in with the Teresi crime family, and then this game really, this story shows his rise through the ranks.
The shooting
as he
looks
goes from
pretty
being
good.
this impoverished young man to a made man.
For Mafia: The Old Country, we moved to Unreal Engine 5, which has really enabled us to do incredible things with the characters, with the
Oh, I was just meaning,
landscapes,
like,
with
that you
the
know who
cinematics.
they are.
Every single
I
aspect
just find it
of the
funny
game
Twitch
has
is such a
undergone
small
significant graphical upgrade.
Mafia has
place in a
always
lot of
been
ways.
about pushing the technology of its day to do the best in cinematic storytelling and exciting narrative gameplay. It really makes what's already an emotional story even more emotional and meaningful.
We've been able to capture incredible nuances in the mocap, in the acting, in all of the character
we're seeing
performances.
gameplay,
That's
I'm
really
way
helped
more
us to bring our
interested in
story
this.
to life. And as a little taste of what's in store, we've got a cinematic to show, which shows a key moment in Enzo's story.
Peggy 18.
Look away. Look away, children. The Peggy demands it.
Come forward.
Never read I Got the Cursed Day. But you've read a book from David Suchet about his acting? Ah. How was that?
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a
Oh, you don't know who that is? Fair. Just a random
and
gift
in
sub.
this family, we follow a code of honor. It's a way of life. A brotherhood.
You're here because
Chun's
of your
cool.
deeds and the assertions of those who stand after your
I don't know her personally.
This life is one of secrecy.
I lurk on a couple of channels that are friends of
If you
hers.
make a friend, meet a woman, they must not know about our thing.
It is binding. It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all.
They're like
Do
musketeers.
you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Yes. I do.
Then,
Kiss me.
before the eyes of all here present,
Kiss me. Yeah.
join me.
With your lips. There's some real... There's real sexual tension here, okay? I can feel it. I insist that you are wet and interesting. Do they all have a bit of a scar on their lip? Okay, I was joking about the kissing, but it's almost, it's lip
To
blood.
become a man of honor, repeat these words. I swear my loyalty to this family.
I swear my loyalty to this family.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
If you break your oath, they just burn you alive? Is that the deal?
Welcome, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo. Benvenuto.
Salute.
Salute.
Yeah, now that I've seen some gameplay, the gameplay looks good. There was kissing, I called it.
Take a trip to Sicily when Mafia of the Old Country lands on August 8th for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Next on our docket is a developer presentation for Tenet of the Spark. If you haven't seen it all over social media, this is a time-hopping brawler where you solve puzzles and crush enemies across 3 distinct timelines.
Hey, what's up? I'm Artem, the game director at Rogue Games, a small indie team scattered around the globe. We're making our first game, Tenet of the Spark.
The true power of the Spark!
It's a cinematic action where you fight bad guys over 3 timelines.
Okay, I like the idea
the
of
Viking
punching.
Age, and the Aztec civilization, all at the same time. You got it, right?
So much easier for this woman to buy pants now.
I need you. And it's not just for show. You have to use all 3 characters to explore.
Oh boy, these turn-ups, they've really thrown you for a loop, aren't they, Kindred?
It also answers questions you thought you'd never ask. Like, how the hell does this black boxer have a Viking for the great-great-great-grandpa? Or why does this train car turn into a giant rock? And the biggest question is, why did they risk a role with such a difficult project? Because we wanted to play a game where you can start with classic 1-2, then send your opponent across the arena with your hammer, switch again.
That's
to
true, it
pull
is
the
very
player
humid in
closer,
Florida.
Hit him with a huge combo across all 3 timelines.
The hell are you?
And now we're making that game with the blood, sweat, and spark. Tenet of the Spark. You got it, right?
I got a little mini-me. Look, psh, psh, psh. Wash up, wash up.
We're not dropping the release date yet because we want to do it right. But we can say it's coming to both PC and consoles. Follow and wishlist Tenet of the Spark on Steam. And go look at your family album. Maybe your grandpa was a badass like mine. You never know.
Okay, I like that he showed a picture of his actual granddad.
Thank you to Roar Games for the inside scoop on Tenet of the Spark. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, so pop it on your wish lists. All right, what have you got for us, Laura?
A first look at gameplay for Creasol, Feeder of Idols. This is a first-person horror shooter for fans of BioShock and Resident Evil. You fight creepy statues on a tormented island and use blood as your ammunition.
I'm gonna pre-order it right now.
Almighty Son. Guide.
Another Bloomhouse. Another Bloomhouse horror coming. Echoes of the End was
As the shadows
Bloomhouse reveal as well.
close in.
Mini-me action figure. Dude, that would be dope though. To have like a mini version of yourself. I'm not talking about children.
Let your sacred light
Children aren't a mini-me.
banish them.
Did you see that was a Canadian statue?
Let my flesh turn to ash.
Yo, what are we though in this game?
So my soul may ascend.
Oh my god, we shoot with blood. That's cool. Reload by just taking our blood. That's actually a really cool mechanic.
Consumed in your flames for all eternity, now and forever.
Yeah, an action figure of yourself is cool. Creasol. You will bleed 2025. That.
Holy moly, that looks good.
You're telling me. Kree Soul Theater of Idols is coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 later this year. And your Steam wish lists in just a few moments, probably.
I hate to say it, Matt, but I think we've arrived at the final
It's a mini
trailer.
shithead that just happened to behave kind of like me.
How do you want to do this?
Okay.
He said the
I'm
thing.
thinking we both look into that camera right there, and we're both sad that the show's over. But it's okay because that last trailer's really cool, and so the folks at home will be happy, and we've done a good job, I think. So, does that work?
You know, sounds perfect to me.
He did the thing.
Please enjoy our final world premiere.
Ooh, I liked it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Welcome, sisters, daughters of Hortus, to these blessed
this is the last
halls of Porthbarrow. You have been chosen, honored to the parish, to serve the will of Mother. So come, step forward. Let us see what flowers she's given us.
Yeah, I said, how do you want to order?
Such radiant blooms. So full of promise. Now, I must confess a change in plans. You shan't be entering the garden today. Take heart, faithful ones. The garden must still be tended. And tonight, you will be sown!
Please give us a little bit more, though. Wait, just a little, just a smidge more.
No, hold on. I've got something to show you.
Okay, good, thank God. Because, like, that's a teaser of something that's coming. It's not a trailer, you know?
Ah, I bet you didn't expect that, did you?
God damn it. No gameplay till August. Okay, I mean, look, the vibes...
That was your
Very
first look
interesting.
at Ritual Tides, a terrifying odyssey where you tango with Lovecraftian terrors. Wishlist it now because it's coming soon to PC.
We'll have the full gameplay revealed during the next Future Games show in August, so mark your calendars for that. However, that does mean we've reached the very end of this year's Summer Showcase.
Don't go anywhere though, because FGS Live from Los Angeles airs right after this, with even more exclusive trailers, developer deep dives, and world premieres.
We'd like to thank everybody who has tuned into the Summer
More
Showcase,
coming.
as well as the Dreamweaving developers who put their all into those
double-check
amazing
if the
trailers we
YouTube's caught
debuted
up.
today.
And remember, you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page to wishlist your favorite games from today's show. We'll also have follow-up content on GamesRadar.com and the FGS YouTube channel.
I'm Matt Mercer.
And I'm Laura Bailey. And this has been the Future Game Show Summer Showcase 2025.
Okay, seems like they've sorted out their issues on YouTube. Live starts in like 10 seconds. Jeez. So here, hang on. I'm gonna go back to YouTube because it won't be as blurry. They got better quality. So here's your time to quickly run to the loo or whatever if you don't want to miss nothing. Oh, that's why. Hang on.
Next Future Games show in August.
There we go.
So mark your calendars for that.
There we go. There we go.
However, that does mean
It'll
we've reached the
just
very end of this year.
look at it. Look at it. It's actually.
Don't go
they're not
anywhere though, because
actually
FGS
crisp.
Live from Los Angeles airs right
more.
after this, with even more exclusive trailers,
This will be. There's
developer
another
deep dives,
30
and
minutes of this or
world
so.
premieres.
We'd like to thank everybody who has tuned into the Summer Showcase, as well as the
Whoa, so we
Dreamweaving
got FGS
developers
Live,
put their all into those
and then we've got a bit of a
amazing
break,
trailers
so we might catch up on some of the
And
wholesome
remember, you
stuff,
can head to the
the
dedicated
wholesome
Future Game Show Steam page to
direct.
wishlist your favorite games from today's
And then we've
We'll
got
also
the
have follow-up
Frosty
content on GamesRadar.com
Games Fest.
and the FGS YouTube channel.
I'm Matt Mercer.
And I'm Laura Bailey.
And
this has been the Future Game Show Summer Showcase
I'm gonna
2025.
real quick run to the loo. What's it called? The Frosty Games Fest is the one that's all the games from Australia and New Zealand. Looking forward to that because I was saying before we don't always see. Oh no, it isn't working.
I've got something to show
YouTube
you.
isn't working. It's doing the rollback again. You son of a bitch. Oh no.
Ah, I bet you didn't expect that, did you?
Oh no, YouTube is doing the thing. Okay, guys, what do you want to do? Do you want to deal with YouTube doing this? And maybe...
That was your first look at Ritual Tides, a terrifying odyssey.
Do we want to
Tangled
deal
with
with YouTube doing that? Or do we just want to take the slightly lower quality of Twitch? The thing was gone and it was fine. Do we want to take the slightly lower quality of Twitch? I thought it was fixed. Okay, I'm getting ads because I'm not a sub over here. God dang. Dang it. I'm gonna have to jump to the VOD for it, though. I'll have to go to the VOD for it, because now we're behind. Which is okay, it's no biggie. So, let's get this sorted. We'll give up. It looked like it was sorted. It looked like they fixed. But I guess not. That's sad. Twitch is fine. It's just the quality isn't as good. But we'll deal with it. I'm in the VOD now, so bear with. You know what? I'm gonna quickly run to the loo. Now's your time to do it as well. I can't do music because I got music through my bloody YouTube, so bear with. And then we'll watch this. Alrighty, sorry, I left you in total silence, just looking at the Hollywood sign. Let's click. We go.
What a Hollywood ending to the Future Games Show Summer Showcase. Thank you very much to Matt and Laura for their amazing work as host, but it is not over yet. As you might be able to tell, there are some new stars in town. That being myself, Jules Gill.
And myself, Amy Mallet. And welcome to FGS Live from Los Angeles. We are bringing you today some exclusive new trailers, demo drops, release date announcements, and of course, world premieres.
In fact, let's start with our very first exclusive. It is our very first world premiere.
Let's go. I'm here for all the world. That was so loud. I thought it was enshrouded at first, but... What was that? What was that bird thing? We have full-on pirate ships and stuff. Yo, survival. Anything you build can become a ship, I guess. Okay, fighting giant monsters from your ship. Did you see that, like, dragon? That was cool. Oh shit. What? The VOD is fucking up. Oh my god.
Page to wishlist your favorite games from today's show. We'll
just go to the live.
Necro Fugitive is coming to PC and consoles with a Kickstarter launching on
God
June
damn it.
24th.
It is pure chaos, and I absolutely love it. But you know what else I absolutely love?
Go on.
Planning road networks for busy cities.
Oh, it's a wild Friday night over
Son
in
of a
your house,
bitch.
isn't it?
You have no idea, mate.
Well, you're in luck because our next game is the Golden Joystick Award-nominated Mini Motorways, which is bringing out a brand new game mode. Ooh, how exciting! Start your engine.
Find. I will find that game on the page. The Steam page. I need to find that game. I don't know what it is though. I don't know which game that is. Shit. Bloody YouTube issues causing all these problems.
How does a game look both charming and tense at the same time?
Oh, it's the look that I go for. It's called being socially anxious and a people pleaser.
Yeah, I'll find it.
Right,
I'll find
okay.
it.
And fans of Mini Motorways will sure be pleased with that announcement, and you too can check out the new creative mode when it drops on the 26th of August for Apple Arcade, Switch, and PC.
Up next is a game that's making waves due to its breathtaking
He was
art style
fishing
and
the
high
giant
octane
eel?
action. This is Moros Protocol.
That's just as cool. That's just as good.
Threat detected.
How you doing, Decaying? I'm gonna... Do you prefer to go by Decaying or Orbit? Do you have a preference? Yo, what's up, Nesta? Hello, mate. Have you been watching the
escape
FGS?
The confines of a decaying and deadly warship? Well, find out for yourself when the Morose Protocol drops on PCs later this year. And of course, you can wishlist it right now.
So, Jules, what's your deepest fear?
Well, that is a tough one, actually. It could either be my cats finally becoming sentient and telling me that I'm too needy, or that my beard hair falls out and you find out that I've got no chin whatsoever.
I mean, hold on to those harrowing thoughts, because we're about to have an interview with developers Variable State for upcoming sci-fi horror Deepest Fear. Have you really got no chin?
Like a turtle.
Turtles have
Hi,
a chin,
I'm
though,
Jonathan
don't they?
Burrows, creative director of Variable State. Right now, our team is working on Deepest Fear, a claustrophobic horror shooter in a retro-futuristic setting. You play Danny Carroll, survivor of a catastrophic disaster aboard an underwater habitat. Far beneath the ocean, a secret has been unearthed which throws mankind's future into jeopardy. You must fight your way
Dirk's
to the heart of the
greatest
sinister
fear.
project and uncover a mystery both deeply personal and profound in its implications. The game is an immersive sim with Metroidvania level design. It's a spiritual successor to games like System Shock 2 and Prey 2017. What distinguishes Deepest Fear from similar titles is its unique focus on real-time fluid simulation. Water in Deepest Fear looks and behaves in physically accurate ways.
Don't like
It
that.
flows over surfaces and floods
Oh,
environments.
that's really good,
It conducts
but, like,
electricity, it transfers heat.
scary.
It knocks you off your feet with surging currents and deadly vortexes. And it can be manipulated by creating dams, locking down compartments, and using tools and equipment unique to our sci-fi setting. And more than that, a deadly pathogen has infected the ocean itself, creating a primordial soup for violent entities to spontaneously manifest from. Every puddle, leak, or water source is a potential spawn point for an entity to strike.
Oh no.
Some of the greatest stories ever told in games have come from the horror genre. Our ambition is for Deepest Fear to sit alongside these great works. Success is not guaranteed, but we know our commitment to quality and creativity are second to none. We will accept nothing less than to make the best game possible with the
when you kill
resources
him,
we
you
have
just
available. So expect
into
AAA
water
quality
again.
weapon feel, expect creative, strategic enemy AI behaviors, expect intuitive customizable controls, and expect high, stable frame rates across a range of hardware specs. For now, Deepest Fear is coming exclusively to Steam. If you'd like to see the game on other platforms, please let those platform holders know.
That's
we want
brave.
it too. As for Deepest Fear's development, we'll have more to share about the game in the coming months.
He said expect stable frame rates
Wishlist the game on Steam if you
across
like
a
what you see.
wide range of
We
hardware.
want Deepest Fear to be the next great immersive sim, and your
Don't spit,
enthusiasm
don't pee.
energizes our creativity. So please spread the word, tell your friends, talk about the game on social
I
media.
think that's just, you
It
know,
really
when
helps
you're
with
out and
the
about in
production.
public, I think these are just good
Enjoy the
rules
rest
to
of the show.
have.
Bye.
Sorry, I was talking over that. I'm trying to... the volume is really low when it cuts to the
Scary
hosts.
stuff indeed, my friends. If you're
And then
looking for a
the
horror
trailers are
show
higher.
underwater, then Deepest Fear may be the game
Stable
for you.
frames
It
across
sounds
all
chilling, Jules,
hardware.
which right now would be most welcome. I am getting crispy in the LA sun.
Yeah, tell me about it. Even though I've got Factor 1000 liberally applied all over my body, I am burning up. In fact, I'm going to need to take a breather for a bit, if that's okay.
That's absolutely fine. In fact, our next game is both an action-packed
Good, okay,
RPG
glad to hear it,
and
Nesta,
an
mate.
idle game, which for those of you who don't know,
Are you
is a game
settled
where
back
you
in
can
at home
literally
now?
Play it half asleep with your hand on the mouse, clicking away.
Amazing stuff. Well,
Brilliant.
this is Berserk Bits.
I'm very good as well, thank you for asking. See, look. All the trailers in this segment, like, are really loud, and then all the hosty bits are really quiet. I'm having to, like, manually adjust constantly. My 1650 is ready to see the stable frame rate. I know! Okay, so, it sounds funny to say that, but, like, because there's so much water and water physics are things that are gonna be hot. It's harder on your GPU. And the whole game's premise is it's set on the realistic water. So saying that they're gonna have high and stable frame rates, because they didn't just say stable, he said high and stable frame rates across a wide range of hardwares. I hear the word bits now, and all I think of is Twitch.
And you can wish this Berserk Bits over on Steam right now and check out an updated demo ahead of its launch later this year.
Now, prepare thy ears, Julian, because next we have a glorious coming-of-age adventure that doesn't just feature a bopping soundtrack.
Okay.
The bopping soundtrack is woven into the gameplay. Here's Mixtape.
This one's already on my wish list.
What are we doing?
Hanging out, getting buzzed.
Mixtape is a coming-of-age action-adventure game about three
They-
friends.
they won me
on
over
their
yesterday.
Last night together, and they listened to this perfectly curated mixtape containing music from Devo and Joy Division.
If your
and Lush and
1650 can
Smashing
play that
Pumpkins,
game,
a whole
I'll be
bunch of
super impressed.
Incredible music, and through gameplay, through music, you relive their finest hours.
It felt important at the time.
The music is a mixtape, and so is the gameplay. There's everything from skateboarding to pulling slushies. There's
Where's
an
the mullet guy?
amazing
Yes, this
level
is
where you
this is
toilet
it.
paper a house. And let me just say, I just want to say, our toilet paper tech is second to none. The way you can toilet paper that house, I'm extremely proud.
The
of.
physics looked
And,
very good.
You know, like Grand Theft Auto, nothing on our toilet paper tech.
Mom, who is it?
One moment. It's the pigs, darling.
I think one of the things I enjoyed most about making the game was collating the soundtrack and then getting the wheels in motion of how to get that music. I'm not saying it was The Cure, but I remember we were trying to get one song, and one of the people who owned the copyright was up a mountain, and we had to like send a Sherpa to go and find this guy so we could get the rights to Plain Song by The Cure. So that was definitely one of the most exciting.
I'm not saying it's The Cure, but also when I was getting the song by The Cure,
I think if you really love hangout movies like Dazed and Confused or Ferris Bueller's Day Off, or you're really into Wayne's World, I think that a lot of those references
This is very,
that you will get into Mixtape. And I think game-wise, it's hard to draw some
Very
comparisons
80s.
to what it is. I think it's a weird mishmash of different things. I think maybe like What Remains of Edith Finch is something you could draw on. Obviously, it's tonally whiplash from that game, but like I said, it's a mixtape of craziness, of music, of different emotions, of different eras even, and a different gameplay. Mixtape, it's coming very soon. Wishlist.
look at that. Look at the physics. Honestly, they should be proud of those toilet paper physics.
PlayStation, Epic, wherever.
Toilet paper and
Sega
tunes, I'm in.
Dreamcast. Please go out and play it. Thanks very much.
Mixtape.
Do you have do you have like a stereo
There
or
have
something in
been
your bathroom?
Noise
X?
complaints.
Okay.
'Cause if not, here's your idea. Stereo in your bathroom. But appropriately
Featuring an ear-tickling
weather
soundtrack of
waterproofed.
absolute bangers, Mixtape is coming to PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series later this year. They had me at toilet roll TPing a house.
Not enough games have that as a feature, in my opinion, over there. Now, Ames, I just want to say something right here, right now. I think that you would make a great queen. And you want to know why? I think it's because you're kind, you're very regal, and I think that once the battle is about to begin, you would give one hell of a rousing speech.
Oh, thanks, man. I think you make a pretty good monarch, too. After all, Jules. The crown jewels. Oh. The puns. It writes itself.
Well, luckily for us, the next game that we're going to be talking about, Thrive Heavy Lies the Crown, is a medieval monarch simulator that is multiplayer, so we can play together. Take a look.
Multiplayer, like you can have neighboring kingdoms, or you're building the same kingdom, like part of the same royal family. Okay, city builder. Is it RTS city builder sort of stuff, or is it more? Chat is working. I'm guessing it wasn't earlier. I don't think I've seen you. Have you said anything tonight? Apart from... Oh no, yeah you did. Yeah you did. I remember. Same family. You want to be the schemer. Okay, ITS. Dude, ITS is coming back, I think. I'm seeing way more ITS games get way more publicity.
Thrive Heavy Lies the Crown is out now in early access, and if you play it, you too can build your own medieval legacy. Amy, what are you doing?
I'm practicing my breach and clear maneuvers, Jules.
Right, that seems like the obvious time to do that.
It actually is, because in our next game, you and up to 3 friends can take part in police raids as a crack team of operatives. This is Phantom Squad.
Oh, okay, co-op top-down. Interesting. Breaching, it's like just breach and clear. There's literally a game called Breach and Clear. This is reminding me of. Some guys at your old job wrapped a radio in a plastic bag and mounted it in the wash station. That's a pretty good idea. I mean, it's low tech, but it works.
That game looks intense.
It really does. And you can get ready to clear, breach, and detain sooner than you think, because Phantom Squad has a demo out right now, Jules.
Oh, lovely stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, let's keep the action going, because now we're going to chat to Rogue Factor and their upcoming game, Hell Is Us. They took us on a lovely studio tour and gave us a developer interview.
Door Kickers, yeah.
Right now.
Door Kickers is really similar to Breach and Clear
so Hell
as well,
Is Us, in terms of genre, for me, it's just an adventure game. And I truly mean this in the sense that you're going to go live an adventure with a very strong emphasis on exploration and discovery with absolutely no hand-holding.
I played Breach and
Clear, it's kind of 50% exploration, 50% combat, so third-person melee combat with medieval weapons, even though it takes place in the modern era. There's a whole story behind that, of course. And yeah, I mean, you're by yourself, and you need to figure out what's going on, and go on investigations, and fight your way through at the same time.
I had an episode. Same idea in an Always Sunny episode. It sounds very Charlie.
So today, I'll talk about the dungeons in Hell Is Us and what they mean and why they're there. They're so linked to the story and the lore and the deep history of the country and why all that stuff is happening without spoiling anything. And they're tremendously at the center of your golden path and what you need to achieve. I don't want the dungeons to be in modern environments as well, like an abandoned warehouse or an abandoned metro station. I still wanted the dungeons to be like, you feel like you're Indiana Jones, you know what I mean? And you need to go through them, and there's puzzles, and there's things to figure out.
Puzzles,
there's side stuff in them as well.
I want some
main challenges at the end, which are not always necessarily like a boss fight related, but there's always like a kind of like a bit of an eclectic thing happening at the end. Obviously, we're a very small team for a game this big. Like, we reach maybe 55 people. So the dungeons, they're not all of them as complex as some, like, all the time. And yeah, it's just this good old thing of like, there's dungeons in this game. You know what I mean? Like, even though if it's not your main minute-to-minute thing, they're there.
My guy's kind of caked up. True, I hadn't really noticed it, but now that you say it, yeah. There is some cake there. This episode where he holds up a faucet. It says electrics, yeah. Okay, I remember the episode now. Kat has finished walking the dog. Yes, when I ran to the loo before, she was upstairs. She was here. The dog is happy. Although there were fireworks going
explore
off.
The supernatural world of Hideo when Hell Is Us drops for current-gen consoles and PC on September the 5th, and I, for one, cannot wait.
Oh, I'm so excited for Hell Is Us. Up next, we have a self-announced love letter to the Souls-like series and the merciless combat and esoteric storytelling that fans have learnt to love and cry relentlessly about. This is Prison of Husks.
You coveted my heart and life. Would you still...
Oh, this looks very lo-fi. Glasshead Dolls, that's a dope logo. Grandad RJ had to look up Caked Up. Oh no. You're younger than me, RJ. For those not in the know, Caked Up just means big booty. He's happier now, he's inside and away from the back. Yeah. Big, large buttocks. Comes from a time where people started calling booty cake. So to be caked up means you've got a lot of cake.
You can check out Prison of Husks right now on Steam. There's a free demo.
Now, fresh off of its recent announcement, we're off to the strange world of Davy X. Jones, which, if you've not seen, is basically like if Doom was mixed with pirates. And yes, I love everything about that. Yarr!
Okay. Doom pirates.
We're Parasite,
Promising.
a studio of industry veterans behind the critically acclaimed Blacktail. And this is your first dive into the locker.
Did you not know that cat either?
The surreal pirate underworld of Davy X. Jones. Welcome to a fresh take on the legend, where story fuels action and death is just the beginning. Betrayed, robbed, and beheaded, pirate captain Davy Jones sinks to the locker, the seafarer's afterlife. Now, it's time for revenge, with your body and your talking skull fighting side by side. Two halves of a legend, one hell of a journey.
Oh wait, so it is your
In Davy
head.
X. Jones, you'll
It's not
explore
you.
9 islands floating in an infinite sea of clouds, each with its own unexpected challenges and unique secrets to uncover.
Tentacle spotted.
Master first-person combat with sword, gun, and grappling hook as you fight your way back into legend, one behemoth at a time. Fast, fluid, and fierce, Davy
You'll
X.
take
Jones
what bangs you
brings
can
classic
get.
pirate fantasy to life with a twisted edge.
I can
It's
respect
bold
that.
and powered by dark humor,
I don't
all
judge.
wrapped in a world as strange as it is stunning. Ready to jump in? You won't have to wait long. Play Davy X. Jones demo during Steam Next Fest. Wishlist now, spread the word, and get ready to become the devil himself.
Who's the greatest pirate of them all? That's right, Captain Davy and Jones. What, you think we need one more?
You think we need one more?
Okay. So the body's Davy and that's Jones. Okay.
Amazing stuff indeed, and you can be sure that we'll be covering Davy X. Jones more here on the FGS
This
socials, so
Jim.
stay tuned and check out that new demo as well.
All it makes
Now,
me
if
think
you
of.
thought life in general was pretty grim, try surviving on the hostile landscape of Mars. Here's Blind Descent.
All it makes me think of is Dead Island
You're
2.
finally awake. I recommend initiating a scan of your surroundings.
I thought this was Mars.
You are 10 miles below the Martian surface.
Okay. Is this some survival crafty business? Oh, it is. I'm in. Give me the name. I'm writing it down.
AI assistant, I advise
ready.
immediate adaptation. Becoming a part of the ecosystem is essential for long-term survival. Chance of escape non-zero. Chance of locating other crew members non-zero. Some may still be alive.
Blind Descent, I'm in. That's my kind of survival craft. Or it looks like it.
Blind Descent will be coming to early access for PC very shortly, and you can wishlist the game right now. But let's change pace as we talk about how rubbish dating is.
Oh my god, mate. All the apps are rubbish. Sometimes I wish I could just date my PS5.
Well, luckily for you, I've got just the game for you, because we're going to be talking about Date Everything,
so
a
no
dating
plans, don't
simulator in which you
Yeah,
can
but
literally date everything. We're talking lusty lampshades and
That's our
saucy,
understanding of
sauce pots.
plants.
And we're going to throw it back to Matthew and Laura, who starred in the game,
Like,
to tell us what it was like turning inanimate objects into intimate objects with just their mouths. That sounded better in my head.
No, it didn't. Roll the footage.
Hello, you pathetic, worthless little wretch.
What can you tell me about your next project?
Date everything.
Was that burp? Date everything. So sorry.
You can date Matt's perp.
Probably that's the DLC.
Date everything. I play a laundry hamper. She's possessive, and it's an unhealthy relationship, but you should totally try it out.
Maybe you can fix her.
Yeah, maybe. What about you?
I play Chance, the D20, to no one's surprise.
Of course he plays the D20,
Open your
Jesus.
mouth and out comes...
Chance, what a great name.
He's great, too.
They put so many people in
I'll
this
check
game.
if it's actually
and it's
everything.
so well written.
It really is. It was so much fun.
It's rare that someone comes out with a game that ends a genre. Because I don't know what you date from this point forward in games.
Date
where you
everything.
can date everything.
You can date your existentialism, can't you?
Oh yeah. Among other, I know a few things that you can unlock in that game, and it's
Okay,
so
there's
play it.
over-
It's
there's at
coming out
least
soon.
100 things you can
so
date.
good. The
Really
writing is
beautiful.
incredible. It's so well done.
Yeah.
Sup, baby? That's a fantastic red shirt you've got. Glad it doesn't cover your sweet ass.
Date everything.
I'm glad I'm not wearing red.
Nothing I have ever known before or since.
Comes out
Thank
June
you very much to
17th.
Matt and Laura for that wonderful take on this very strange game.
And what you just saw was, in fact, only a humble snippet of a much bigger interview coming to the FGS YouTube channel soon with the lovely Matthew Mercer and Laura Bailey. So subscribe for that.
And you too can date everything when the game drops on June the 17th for Xbox Series X and S, PS5, Nintendo Switch, and of course, PC.
Now, sticking with the theme of looking at your home in a different way, we're going to have a little look at brain-tickling puzzler, The House of Tesla.
Yo, Blueprints. I said it before, Blueprints was really pushed. Like, obviously this game was in development before Blueprints came out, you know? But it's opened the door for puzzle games to get more push, more publicity. Oh wait, hang on. Since early 2019, is that Blind Descent? Oh. Is that how long it's had a Steam page for as well? They've had a Steam page for that long. But I mean, I've never seen anything about it. Oh wait, no, I have. I have seen stuff about it. Because it's already on my wish list. I already have it wish listed.
I mean, I struggled to change a bloody light bulb in my house, so I've got no chance with that game. However, you too can feel illuminated mentally when House of Tesla drops on Xbox Series X and S, PS5 and PC later this year.
Now, Jules, think fast. What's next?
I just told you my brain, no work good. Topless dog poker.
Oh, I wish. It's another world premiere.
Oh, that was like my fifth guess.
Enjoy.
Topless dog poker? I very rarely see it.
That's my name. My home is in the city of Shenyang. It's beautiful, and I've always felt safe here. But that's all about to change. I live with my parents in a small apartment downtown. Or I did. I'm home! Mom? Dad? Anyone here? What happened? I need to find my parents. But how can I if I don't even know why they disappeared? People here are scared and don't want to get involved. but at least some are willing to talk. I don't know where this is leading me, but every clue reveals more of the city's darkest secrets.
Interesting.
No matter what, I have to find my parents. And as long as I'm searching, I still have hope.
Okay, there's some kind of conspiracy I'm in. Genuinely, there's conspiracy shit going on. I'm kind of interested. Does the game give me reason to get out my corkboard and my red string? Might be interested.
And that was the world premiere cinematic trailer for Hope in the City, a neo-noir mystery coming soon to PC. If you like what you saw, wishlist now on Steam.
Now, with our next game, we're travelling back in time to medieval legacies of sword fighting and, of course, bardcore music.
Is it called Rhythm of the Night?
No.
A Hard Day's Night?
No.
All Night Long?
Are you done?
Never.
Roll the clip.
Night Fever?
No.
Since we've got all the time in the world,
There was a queen called
tell you
Eleanor.
a story about King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table. It was a mythical time when being a knight really meant something. For them, honor was worth
I've seen
even
this trailer.
more than
I've seen a
life.
trailer for this before.
But they knew how to spare their adversary when he deserved it. They courageously confronted the treacherous and deceitful, and delivered justice to the poor and oppressed. They served their king and queen loyally, in war and in peace, because they knew that their sovereigns would support them in return when they needed it. Magic was everywhere.
Check my email, see if we've had anything
Fairies,
through.
dragons, and giants were part of every
I'm gonna
great
guess it'll come
adventure.
through after the show then.
Above all, it was a time when the strength of warriors came from love, not hate. Listen to this story and learn, young knight. Because when reality is nothing but lies,
like this
violence
one?
and injustice,
The strategy around
is
it seems
wise.
interesting.
to turn to legends for hope.
This is one I'd like to watch someone play. There you go, September 29th. There's a demo for it as well, Kindred. You can already check it out. I do know about Cultist Simulator.
Legends of the
I
Round
have it, I
Table
think.
is a colourful medieval RPG
Fairly
in
certain.
which you
Is it that
undertake
one there?
perilous quests in order to defend your kingdom.
Well met, my liege. Up next, we have the
I don't
sequel
have
to
it.
a
It's not
beloved
that one that
action
I have.
RPG that I know loads of people are excited about, especially this guy.
Yep.
We spoke to the devs behind Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault. Here's what you can expect from the upcoming game.
I have a different game from the
We've been,
devs.
like, working a lot in Moonlighter 2 The Endless Vault, and we are so happy that it's coming.
I made an offer to do a sponsored stream for
Moonlighter 2
Book
is
of Hours,
basically the
and they were like,
direct sequel
you
to
don't
the
really
first
fit
one,
what we're
and
looking
you
for.
are a little
But here's a
merchant
free
that
copy of the
used
game
to get
anyway.
into trouble,
No
and
strings
you will
attached.
experience like classic
Very,
fantasy
very cool of
adventures,
them.
So seen in many video games, but as the role of a
It was Book of
merchant
Hours,
that
not
has
Cultist
to
Simulator.
Take care of a shop and survive. Basically, what we tried with Moonlighter 2 is bring everything that made it special, the first one, and try to upgrade it, update it, make it more polished, more fitting, and we are trying to make new and old players come back and enjoy a lot like the world and the game that we made for them. So yeah, I hope we made it.
Already, a lot of people already love it, and this time we are going more rogue, we are going 3D, we are going into a whole new dimension of quality and ambition. Honestly, the thing I'm more excited to see people trying and to try it myself when the game is fully released is the new combat system, because I already love all the Zelda nods here and there in the first game, but this time you can feel that there's a new combat system, a more deeper system in there, like with
See, I'm kind of
the perks
interested
that
in
we
this.
also have in the
It just depends on,
that
like, how much can you do
really
with your shop.
create and experiment in a lot more ways than in the first game, and I'm really excited to try that.
Like, how much can I
think that
expand
if
my
you
shop?
love Hades and how it's played,
You know?
and you grew up playing Wind Waker, you have the perfect tiling here. Moonlighter 2 is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox Series this summer. I can't
Haven't
wait
looked
for
into
you
Book
to
of
try.
Hours much. Oh, you wishlisted it when it was
Tell
newer.
me, little merchant, How much can you take?
Oh man, that looks absolutely fantastic.
It looks so good, doesn't it? They've added loads of new mechanics. Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault is coming to PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox Series this summer.
Fantastic stuff. Now, Amy, how do you fancy revealing another release date?
Hydrate.
for
I'm
another
constantly
game?
hydrating.
Oh, go on then.
Okay, well, here's the official release
Cheers.
date trailer for upcoming quirky action rhythm puzzle platformer Antro.
I'm having to mess with the volume so much. I could probably get away with not doing, to be fair. But oh yeah, the people at Weather Factory are very cool. I had a bit of contact with like one of the devs and founding members when I put the offer in. And they didn't have to even respond to me, but they were very nice in how they responded and said, yeah, this is what we're looking for, and you don't really fit with what we're looking for right now, sorry. But you know what? Here, have a copy of the game.
You heard it here first, guys.
Let's
Antro
check
is
it out.
coming to PS5,
No strings
Xbox
attached.
Series,
That's
and PC on the 27th
very
of
cool.
June. If you're keen, wishlist it now and have a bash at the free demo.
Now, Amy, I've got a question for you. How do you feel about clowns?
Absolutely not.
Ah, that is a shame. Because we're actually going to be
Terrifier.
talking about Terrifier, the
I've never watched the
arcade
Terrifier
game,
movies.
Old-school beat-em-up side-scrolling title, and it stars everyone's favourite murderous clown, Art. Plus, it's co-op, so we can play it together.
How about I watch you play from behind a pillow?
Oh, I was hoping that you take charge. I'm terrified too.
I feel like I'd enjoy it. Speaking of, are people down for a movie night this weekend? I want to check out the new Final Destination. I want to watch the new Final Destination. And I've never seen Cabin in the Woods. Oh, one sec. I fell standing up. I didn't fall, I slipped.
Art the Clown is a classy man, if you ask me. I also take a bin bag on a night out.
I've told you about that. That's just weird. Why do you... Anyway, Terrifier the arcade game is coming to PC and consoles very soon. And of course, it's going to be invading your nightmares as well.
Now, I reckon I can sell you, Jules, on our next game in 6 words.
Absolutely impossible, but go on.
Bears and giraffes in mech suits.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Roll that trailer. Roll that trailer.
I missed everything they said.
You think you've got what it takes to survive? Craft, upgrade, unleash the ultimate machine. Rewrite the battlefield again, and again. So choose
Socks are
your
sleepy.
pilot, build your mech, lock your loadout. This is Animal Stars Arena.
I tell you what, those mechs are so cute and adorable that I just want to collect them all and sit in my studio painting them for hours at a time.
May, your Warhammer's really showing.
It really, really is, and I do not apologise.
Cinematopies
That
look
was the
AI.
latest exclusive trailer for Animo Stars Arena.
Maybe.
If you liked it, make some noise.
Boo, boo,
But
boo.
also, go to their Kickstarter and wishlist it on Steam. It really helps the devs out.
It really does indeed. Now, the next game that we're going to be talking about is a bit of you, my friend, because it is a time-travelling murder mystery, and it is deliciously weird.
You really know me.
I do indeed.
Time traveling murder mystery
World
sounds like
premiere.
something I'm into.
Enjoy.
World premiere? Come on, I'm ready. Blow me away. You saw my dead body? Only with consent. Oh, it's one of those time loopers. So kind of roguelike in a way. I exist to sell merch. I'll make an event for it. It'll probably be Saturday. So like a week. Pretty much exactly about a week from now. Maybe about an hour from now.
I'm not quite sure what I just watched, but I do know that I need to play it immediately.
Well, what you did actually watch was Dead Watch, a quirky comedic horror puzzle game that's dropping for PC in 2026. Ames, you still with me?
I'm just wishlisting Dead Watch on Steam.
Ah, right, okay, fair enough.
There we go. Right, that's done. Where are we off to next?
We are going to an 80s fictional abandoned paradise.
I've had worse holidays, mate.
Yeah.
My uncle, he taught me how to see the world.
I like these kind of narrative-driven
no one is speaking.
things.
The only thing he ever feared was me, following in his
Game has
footsteps.
snacks. It's a win. We're writing it down.
But when it's all said and done, he'll be glad I did.
Oh, no, 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 no!
Right. Please work. I'm gonna need you.
Dark times we're in, eh?
Don't go thinking you're a hero, kid.
There's a reason why they're keeping people out.
I know. I'm trying to manual it. That's the first time that I've forgotten to tweak.
If you're hearing this, you're already a part of it.
From game to host to game. So you're seeing just how bad it is every time. I'm tweaking. Every
That's
time.
the latest trailer for Dimhaven The Lost Source, a narrative-driven puzzle adventure game. And Amy, what the hell are you doing, mate? What are you doing?
Well, our Uber driver's cancelled again. And
Right.
we've got to get back to the hotel somehow, so I'm calling a sandworm.
Okay, well, luckily we
Okay,
are
Dune,
talking
then.
about Dune Awakening, which this seems very reminiscent of, because we went to go speak to developers about their MMORPG game, and they had things to tell us. Big, small, and worm-like. My Uber was like working a couple of minutes ago. We don't need to do this, surely.
We're fine, he said 3 minutes.
This is your path to awakening.
Hello, my name is Joel Bylos, and I'm the creative director in Funcom.
I take it you're a fan of Dune then, Kindred.
Dune Awakening is a survival game on a massive scale. It's first and foremost a great Dune game, and then we layer in the survival elements that make a lot of sense because Arrakis is the most dangerous planet in the universe. So you'll be dodging sandstorms, sandworms, hostile scavengers on the planet, avoiding Sardaukar dropships, and playing through the game as you level up and try to uncover this great conspiracy that's happening in the Imperium. I like to refer back to the actual writing of Frank Herbert because there's a scene in the book where Paul is in an ornithopter and they ask Liet Kynes, what would you do if you were trapped in the desert? And he says very simple, check the integrity of my still suit, stick to rocky ground to avoid the sandworms, and if you're very careful and stay out of the storms, you can make your way
Games-wise, I have no idea.
And that's kind of how I would expect
But this is
people to
new.
start out
Like, this isn't
Get
connected to
equipped,
any other
Check the
games.
integrity of your gear and make sure that you're getting water, stick to rocky ground, and slowly make your way to civilization. The first thing you need to know about Dune Awakening's story is it takes place in an alternate timeline. In this universe, Jessica Atreides gave birth to a daughter instead of a son, so Paul Atreides does not exist. And the game kind of explores the consequences of that decision. And so you as a player, you start out as a prisoner on a prison transport bound for a place called Neo-Carthag, and your prison ship gets shot down. And you land in this, in this shipwreck. You get rescued from the shipwreck by a mysterious stranger, and that's kind of where your journey begins in the game. And then, as you explore the story, you basically go out with this task: find the Fremen, and you're trying to figure out what has happened to the native people of Arrakis, where they've gone, and why. We aren't going into too much detail about post-launch, but there's one thing I've promised the fans that I can tell them is going to come down the road, and that is riding sandworms.
riding sandworms. I've been offered a key to start playing this. I could grab a key,
is
but
out
I don't.
now for those who pre-ordered on Steam, on PC.
Oh.
It is coming on June 10th.
Shut up and take my money,
People
meme.
who purchase through Steam on PC.
It's
and
on.
It will be
It's on
coming to
Steam right now.
consoles
It's an
at a
MMO.
later date.
Amazing stuff. Now, unfortunately, we are at the tail end of our show, but we're going to leave you with one final thing that is
put an eye
absolutely
drop in.
beefy, my friends. Get hyped.
Thank you so much for joining us for FGS Live from LA. We've had an amazing time. Thank you for indulging our silly and possibly very sunburnt antics.
Yeah, definitely. But you can get yourself hyped for the next Future Games Show showcase, which is going to be at Gamescom in August. And in between those 2 points, you can go over to the FGS Steam page and wishlist all the games that were featured in this showcase and the one with Matt and Laura.
Speaking of Steam page, you'll also find a fair few demos over there from many of the games you saw tonight, including the one you're about to see.
So all that's left to say is goodbye and thank you very much for having us.
This would be Halston, right? Because I know Halston was getting talked about here. Yeah.
Masz. Wstrętna, wijąca się i oślizgła masz. Gdzie ja jestem, do cholery?
No jak to gdzie? W jeziornych kolonii. No nie wygłupiaj się.
Yeah, the MMO side of it is... Yeah, Halston's Polish. Dude, the Polish games industry is great. It knocks out bangers.
O, widzę, że nie z byle kim skacze.
Pewka, się zrobi
Looks
jazdę
very
próbną, tam
interesting.
jest fajna trasa.
Gafafwest played the demo of this, and I caught a little bit of it, and he didn't seem super impressed with the demo that he played. But this game has been on my radar for
Mać, daj kobiecie trochę prywatności.
Cholera jasna, proszę pani!
Przemyśl to. Może będziesz tego żałował.
Oh, there's a new demo out there. Decap headshot. I know that was pretty good. Yo, that was so abrupt. That was such an abrupt end.
Okay, it's happening.
Sigmund!
Sigmund!
Sigmund! You're here just in time for the end of the game show.